right, so this is called Wilson Homes. So I just came back from Atlanta. We did a cookout in Atlanta. Trenton Makes Atlanta Cookout. That's what this t-shirt is. Shout out to my razor sharp from the heart, big bro, dollar bill, 8, Rue. Shout out to our sisters and our auntie down there in Atlanta, Abby, Desi, Nick, Colleen, Donald. Shout out to all of the kings, Donald, Bernie, Mike Wilson, the whole family that put such a phenomenal event on. Trenton Makes Atlanta Cookout is a play on words because we from a city that has a world-renowned supernatural bridge. Queens Bridge over troubled waters is the Trenton Makes the World Takes bridge. So when my peoples went to Atlanta, they said we're going to have a cookout annually to get all of our people from Trenton all together, you know what I mean, and build. So it started off some years ago, small, but now, man, I met so many people from Trenton down there that's connected to my other sides of the family. Yo, Peaches Mason, yo, your name was ringing. Peaches, your name was ringing in Atlanta. I'm telling you, your peoples, I'm gonna come through today too. I'm gonna come see you. But your peoples, man, my peoples, it was beautiful to see. But so, and also shout out to Big Oo. Shout out to Don Black. This they spot. Shout out to all of the kings who keeping that legacy of hip hop real in Trenton. Castro, I see y'all, man. I see y'all. Listen, I'm cut from the same cloth just because I'm down in Orlando right now. Just because I'm down in Orlando right now, but understand, my mom was the musical visionary. My mom was the one who said, yo, we're gonna go down here and we're gonna get the skills to be able to take what our family does all over Trenton and take it to the world. So I'm in Orlando at the #1 media production school in the world. 3-time graduate of the #1 media production school in the world, Full Sail University. So the only reason you don't see me bending blocks with Reese and Dome and Bill is because my mom, Beverly Webb, their auntie, said, go build that studio. Just own it. So they the home team, I'm the away team. And you can't win no championship if your away team has a losing record. And I promise you, when you look at our track record, anywhere that our away team has put down roots, Trenton, just like they doing in Atlanta, what I'm trying to tell y'all is that concept has to go. Can and will go to the 4 corners of the earth. So listen, y'all not trapped in no box. Came here to Wilson Homes. Mind you, when we came back to Trenton, from my mom going and trying to, she was the first one who went into a music arts degree and coupled it with a business degree, and then came back here to Trenton. But my grandpa died soon after, and he was the financial investor in the family. So the studio never happened in her age, but she pushed me. She pushed me. Like, son, don't go squander this talent, yo. So When my pops came back to Trenton as a pastor, my mom's came back as a musician trying to do music, and came right back here. The church wasn't paying my dad no money, so my dad, he used to work right here in this building. This the Trenton Housing Authority. This is the projects in Trenton. This is where my pops used to come every day. He used to drop me off across the street, Mount Sinai Elementary. He used to come to work right here. He used to come to work right here. Maintenance man in the Trenton Housing Authority. What does a maintenance man mean? He cleaned toilets. Y'all want to talk about service? Y'all want to talk about service? This man used to go to apartments and unclog toilets and the whole rotor-rooter thing. When they stuff would back up and children would put too much stuff in it, he got to go. When the pipes wouldn't work or whatever, he got to fix it. But you know the saddest thing about walking in here right now? And I just had a conversation with my cousin Reese. So anything that I say right here, listen, anything that I say, he gonna be able to testify. The saddest thing about this right here, yo. See this dude right walking right here? That's what my dad used to do around here. That was my pop. They used to call him a righteous reverend. The righteous reverend. Yo, it's the right reverend. But the saddest thing about this right here, y'all, the best basketball, some of the best basketball in all of Trenton, New Jersey, yo. Some of the best basketball in all of Trenton, New Jersey used to happen right here. So the Don Black, Big Boo, Castro, any of y'all MCs, the thing that my mom coupled with her music was cheerleading. You can ask Reese, you can ask Bill, you can ask any of my brothers. Those my brothers. You can ask Dome, any of my first cousins. They all my mother's babies. At the high school, Hamilton High West, my mom was that cheerleader. Bill's mom. Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics made a character called Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman is based off of Diana. And all my life, my mom taught me the supernatural woman is your Aunt Diane. And the supernatural husbandman is your Uncle Butch, William Sr. And my mom was telling me from a cheerleader perspective, based off of what she saw my Uncle Butch do on the football field. And my Aunt Diane was the perfect complement. So when I tell you that Marvel Comics put on screen a fake imposter version of my auntie, Dollar Bill's mama, she's the true supernatural woman. And his father, William Hackett Sr., from the time I was 2 years old, all I wanted to do was play football like my Uncle Butch. From the time I was 2 years old, my mom was the #1 cheerleader. My mom, #1 coach, and my dad was a wide receiver. But my mom, after watching my Uncle Butch, what's up, big man? And my pops used to testify. He like, son, Butch and Diane Hackett. So when we hit these streets, I already my role on the team was already defined. Supernatural ball player, true beautiful ball. And listen, when you connect all of the talents that we got in our cities, they can't box us in. There's a $12 trillion industry attached. There's $12 trillion annual industry when you link pro recreation and performance arts and finest arts entertainment. I'll say it again. There's a $12 trillion annual every year. This is how much they make by us settling for the little crumbs that we fight over in the hood. When the artists coming out of our hoods are not contributing to streams of revenue coming back into our hoods. This is what my mom understood. She was able to go into the music, singing. Our whole family plays instruments. I mean, my Uncle Billy, the organ, Dwight, organ, the keys, cousin Shannon, saxophone, Dome plays the drums. Listen, man, Megadome plays the drums with his daddy and his brother. Insane. My mom played the piano. She taught us the piano, played the drums, the piano. We got saxophonists. So my mom was trying to be a conductor and use her cheerleading to be a bridge between what we do on the court, what we do on the field, what we do with music, and then take it and go into a studio and turn on cameras and turn on mics and record it, and then go and launch fashion lines, launch modeling agencies, and launch film studios, music studios, graphic arts and design studios. This is what my mom and my grandfather, who paid for her education up until he died, understand. My grandfather died like in 85. My mom had finished the undergrad, had finished the bachelor's, and she had the vision to bring it all together. She was already teaching us. Listen, I was already, by the time I came back to Trenton at 9 years old, son, listen, I was playing up in basketball and football anywhere in the city. So when my pops used to be over here, I used to get it. I used to come out first grade, second grade, third grade, and I would come right here. It used to be a basketball court here, y'all. Yo, this is disrespectful, yo. And when I'm speaking to somebody who connected with individuals who the top motivational speaker for the NFL and the NBA. You could, yeah, at any moment you could ask Chris Paul about my big bro, E.T. the hip hop preacher, and Chris Paul gonna stop, drop, and roll. At any given moment, you could ask Kevin Durant about my big bro, E.T. the hip hop preacher. And we named him that 30 years ago, 1991. Me and my brother from Brooklyn, we named him that. E.T. the hip hop preacher. Everything he given the world is the same vision that we saw 30 years ago, yo. We're like, yo, this dude keep connecting the dots. Yo, because when he came to our high school in 1991, he was connecting the dots between Biggie and Nas and Tupac. He was speaking to us in our language. 1991. And back then, we created a drama and performing arts group in 1992, 1993 that went all over the country. And so because we've been giving this away for 30 years to ungrateful institutions, we've been giving this away to ungrateful, right up the street from y'all. Trenton, right up the street from y'all. Right up the street from y'all, yo. There's an academy called Palm Forge Academy. We resurrected an art form that my sister Terry Leggett started. Once again, my mom sent us to institutions where we could finish the dream that when my grandfather died, she ain't had the bread. So she like, yo, you gonna have to grind, yo. You gonna have to grind and go get the talents and the abilities. And then boom, so we go up to a school and they talking like they wanna. I ain't never seen a group of niggas that don't want to get money. That's called a slave, man. When you just want to get up in the morning, you want to go out to the field and you want to go through the motions and you want to let somebody else out in a big house make. This is what a school right up the street, the best drama and performing arts group called Phase One, going all over the world, and these niggas don't make no money off of it. What you call that? And if my sister at the table, that's an investment. We made an investment in Phase One. We created creative art. Myself, my wife, my brother from Brooklyn. We sat down with a teacher, Joel Johnson, who heard what my sister and them was doing, and yeah, he had skills. But where an institution that got people from Trenton and from Newark and from Philly, and you going all over the world, and you don't monetize it? So all we saying, yo, we cutting out the middleman, Trent. We cutting out the middleman. We got E.T. the hip hop preacher, multi-million-dollar individual coming straight from the streets of Detroit and Chicago. Homeless, high school dropout. Yo, none of this that we talking about requires you going to school. You already a gym and a jewel. And ain't nobody else getting no more bread out of our communities. Nobody. Ain't nobody else going to uproot a basketball court, put a parking lot in here, and then import some Greek niggas, some French niggas, Ginobili and Dirk Nowitzki, and y'all ain't understand the mathematics that been going on since the 80s, yo. They've been outsourcing everything that we do to European nations and letting them monetize it, and then they come over here and play professionally, and nobody from our hood gets to eat. Our communities got to stay the same because we the best in the world at doing it. So they got to come here, and they bringing foreigners with a Euro step. Oh yeah, man, listen, though. So we're gonna rebuild these, yo, son. The dude that used to kill here, and I'm gonna give y'all a reference. Derek Mashburn. Any of y'all coming up in the 80s, and Wilson Holmes, tell me Derek Mashburn, who must have been caught in a fire when he was young. I don't even know where Derek Mashburn is. I would love to do an interview, yo, son. Y'all know where Derek Mashburn is. I pray that my man's still alive. Because I promise you, I took notes. I took notes off of that dude game like I took notes off of my Uncle Butch's football game. I promise you, I used to come here every day. And the same way he used to go to the basket hard. I'm a little shorty. This nigga would go to the basket, bang on niggas. My man fingertips, because of the fire, my man's fingertips was still bent, yo. You could tell the man had been through a fire, yo. But the way this man played on this court out here, yo, if anybody from Trenton, Derek Mashburn from Wilson Holmes and Roger Gardner, please contact Razor Sharp. Anybody in Razor Sharp, like Derek Mashburn. That I can't tell my pops and my mom's story without the other one killing in Trenton High, Steve Worth. Same time. These was the two cats As far as basketball, when I was moving from court to court around here, wherever circles that I was hearing Steve Worthy popping up at, I'm trying to go hoop there. Whether it was Calwood Park, wherever, yo. Steve Worthy is still around. Y'all know Steve Worthy is still around. I pray that he's still alive and good health. I pray both of these brothers is alive and in good health because these streets ain't nothing nice. But matter of fact, Derek name should go on this court. So if y'all brothers want to connect that $12 trillion revenue stream from what y'all doing in the MCing, every last one of these hoods that we in, right? ET from Chicago. So you got the best motivational speaker in the world that the world knowing for hip hop. How nobody else, yo, son. All of my people who in hip hop, you got a global platform in recreation and hip hop. Y'all supposed to launch fashion. Listen, here with my cousin Reese, who saved my life 4 years ago. Saved my life. Dollar Bill and Reese saved my life in 2016. I was dead on the steps of Razor Sharp. I owe every moment of my breath to Dollar Bill, Reese, and his wife Kels, and his 2 children, and my daughter who watched over me, and my wife and my children who watched over me and covered me, and my whole family lifted me up. Yo, but physically, Reese Webb fought every nigga in the hospital that tried to slow us down from getting to a bed. Yo, so we'll come fight these streets. Same way Reese fought for my life. I'm coming and fighting for y'all financial life. Every moment of every day, I'm coming and fighting for your financial wealth. The same way Reese fought for my life. And every August 19th is the Kels and Reese Webb low life. Ralph Lauren, Ralph Life Shits. That's his real name. Use it. Ralph Life Shits. Ain't no low life. Maurice Webb, Kels Webb. They the low life fashion statement. Kels is the low life. Reese is the low life. So I'm about to do a fashion statement. The low life and the low wife fashion statement. We will connect. Professional recreation, procreation, pro-recreate. When our children do that which we resurrect, that's going to be pro-recreation. So we're going to do procreation. We're going to connect the dots. We ain't going to let our music be separate from our recreation. We ain't going to let our recreation and our music be separate from our low life and low wife fashion state, or our low wife and low life supernatural models like my Aunt Diane and Uncle Butch. So y'all down to take back $12 trillion annually from Ralph Life Shits? That's the definition of low life anyway. The definition of the low life is, yo, take money out their mouth. So, this is Wilson Homes, y'all. This is my home, yo. This is my home, son. And Roger Gardens. Got a little niece that live right over there in Roger Gardens. My cousin Dawn, firstborn. Shout out to my baby, to my, it's my home. Peace.